Okay, let's see. Let's try. What? You stupid.
Nice guy.
Hey, Colin, what are you protesting?
How you know that a company is most likely guilty of everything that you've accused them of is when they deflect and protect, as opposed to trying to remedy the situation.
And there are a lot of issues at hand here, but one of the main issues is that not a single actor that works at Darman Studios can afford rent.
That he was a fraud, he was defrauding people out of their money, and he never kept his word with us. He was labeled as fraud, and he's a man, so I said fraud man. So for the shoot, I had a bad allergic reaction. So when I came to set, the director noticed that
Darman, what have you done this time? Remember when I used to crap on Darman videos with shitty Half-Life gameplay in the back, criticizing every actor and the storyline and that? I remember that, and oh boy was it a long time ago. I think I had like 3 episodes on all Darman videos that included Sniper Wolf, I think, or like any popular YouTuber that Darman could think of. It was a series on my channel and I enjoyed making those videos. But now, unfortunately, this series has to come to an end. Darman has been mixed up with some drama lately. You may have noticed in some of the new Darman videos that all the OG actors are not there. Some of the OGs like Mayor Mulroney or Colin Borden or Chas Laughlin. Very sorry if I butchered all of those names. You'll notice none of these guys are no longer in the recent Darman videos. And there's a reason for that. I'm sure some of you guys have TikTok. I hope most of you don't. If you do, delete it off of your phone. You do not need it. For the ones that do have TikTok, I'm sure some of you have seen all the Darman actors coming together and protesting.
Hey, Colin, what are you protesting?
I just wanted to have a conversation with my boss. I'm protesting the man never talks to anyone, he silently fires people, and he doesn't pay anyone what they're worth.
Because everything that is done in the dark needs to be brought to the light. Because we can't be taken advantage like this.
Because the man won't even talk to us, and he blatantly ignored us, and then he flew to Aspen when he was supposed to be in a meeting with us.
We just want to be heard.
Just talk to us.
I'd like to use this TikTok because it just summarizes everything that's happening in this situation right now. Well, to summarize everything, Darman's in trouble because he's not paying his workers well. The same guy that racks in millions of views each video cannot even pay his workers properly. The same guy that bought a super mansion 2 years ago and now is moving back to Dubai. The situation's got so bad that the workers can't even pay rent.
Player. I have no employment there. I am just sort of called every now and then, as are all the other actors. And it just is not sustainable. And there are a lot of issues at hand here, but one of the main issues is that not a single actor that works at Darman Studios can afford rent.
Even off of the ad revenue that is taken from all the videos that generate millions of views, Darman still does not have the money to pay his workers. Thing is, Darman does have the money, he just doesn't pay his workers that much. The workers then issued a meeting with Darman to discuss the issues at hand.
Sent a letter to him, a hard copy and an email. The email was CC'd to the head of production as well, so that we made sure that Dar got it, but it was addressed to Dar. It was delivered to Dar. That letter was forwarded to the HR department, which we are not employees of Darman Studios, we are contract players. So exactly what we have to do with HR, we're not entirely sure, but it was forwarded over there. We were contacted, said we could have a meeting to discuss our issues. That meeting was pushed several times, changed on us. When we finally got to the meeting, we had reiterated that we wanted it to be with Dar. Dar was not there, and we said, well, we are not going to have the meeting until Dar is here. You guys can be here, the head of production, the head of HR. That's great. We'd love for you to be there too, so everybody's on the same page, but our meeting is with our boss, the person who signs our contracts, Darman.
Now, if the adults aren't even being paid that much, how much are the children getting paid? Are they even getting paid at all? I'm scared for the children, man. Now, Darman has issued a response to this. It will be narrated by my good friend Kaisersaurus. You should definitely go subscribe to him.
Hey Darman fam, we want to address the recent protests by some of our actors. First off, we'd like to thank the many actors and fans who have reached out to show their support, gratitude, and solidarity to us. We truly appreciate you. For background, we did arrange an in-person hour-long meeting with actor representatives and 2 of our most senior leaders, including our head of production, in hopes of understanding concerns prior to any protests. During that meeting, the actor representatives refused to communicate any concerns and instead walked out. We followed up with a request for written feedback and never received a response. More info in our stories. In regards to actor compensation, we believe we pay our actors competitively compared to our peers. Our rates for actors vary. Extras receive $18 per hour, and speaking role actors receive $33 to $44 an hour. We are proud to have given thousands of actors job opportunities, and last year alone paid millions of dollars in actor compensation. Actors by nature work for many different production companies. We offer project-based opportunities that vary from a few hours long to a few days. We do not offer full-time positions as we try to spread around opportunities and show a wide range of faces. All details including pay rate and the length of production are specified in the offer letter, and the actor has the freedom to accept or decline the project. If accepted, actors are always paid shortly after production wraps, typically within 72 hours. We highly encourage feedback and have many outlets for actors to express their concerns, including anonymous actor surveys we send out after production wrap, and anonymous actor feedback boxes in our studios. We receive an overwhelming amount of positive feedback and very high ratings. Any concerns we address quickly. Yesterday, a group of protesters interfered with 2 productions that were taking place. We want to apologize to the crew members and the actors affected by these protesters and for the stress it may have caused. We thank you all for your support and understanding. More information can be found on our stories.
Now, I think the main point you can take away from this speech that has some importance is the fact that Darman does say in the speech that he does pay his workers, with the main actors receiving $33 to $44 an hour. Now, the problem with this is that he can say this stuff, but he could still be lying at the same time. Just because he says he's doing it doesn't mean he is doing it. Either that or he's paying them in very low amounts. He's probably not paying them what they're supposed to be paid. And the fact that all of the actors that work for Darman are coming together to protest this, I think at this point it's pretty believable that he's not paying them what they're supposed to be paid. Now, some of you may think that all of the actors came together just to burn down the Darman channel just out of spite, but this is not the case. We do have to remember that these workers only work at Darman, and once they lose that job, they are screwed. Even Colin said with the Darman job he still could not pay rent. He still was getting paid, but not enough to pay rent. Now imagine if he lost that job. Imagine how much money he would not be making. He would not be making any money at all. Trying to sabotage Darman would just be a whole negative for them, since they'd just like be out of a job. This whole situation is a big mess. Oh god.
All right, so we heard you, and we're here to answer your prayers with a new channel.
We know you want to see more from us, so we're bringing you more.
Your support has been overwhelming. Well, you know what? We're doing our own content.
We would love to create content for you people.
Yes, we are going to make our own show. We're making our own content. It's coming to you ASAP.
Together as a group, we're creating a show called Good Works.
Now, in all the Darman videos I've seen about this situation, very little or none at all have brought up the outcome of this. All the actors that drifted away from the Darman channel have now started their own channel called Good Works. Will that be a new series on my channel? Like the new version of the Darman series? Maybe. Hopefully now every actor will get paid properly under new management, I guess. And this is where the whole situation ends. Everyone runs away from Darman and starts their own channel and finally gets paid enough to pay rent. And now I can finally put the Darman series to an end. This is the final episode of the Darman series, and I don't think I'll be making any more, unless maybe Good Works make something cringy, but I don't think that'll happen. I feel like this is the best conclusion we could have for this series, even though the situation is horrible. At least it's done now. But yeah, other than that, this series is done, but I'm still gonna make normal videos, especially long form ones, but not too long. Anyways, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
As well. It's also always had a bit of a memey reputation due to its comical